In our last video, I discussed two modules spatially. In one video, I discussed the importance of accuracy in English, and in the second video, I discussed the importance of fluency and what fluency normally means. In today's video, I would like to tell you about the other two modules, which are vocabulary and pronunciation. These two modules are also very important, especially in spoken English. If you want to speak English, but your pronunciation is incorrect, your English is going to get thumbs down. Okay? So in order to get a thumbs up, it is necessary for you to make your pronunciation correct and to rectify your pronunciation, to make your pronunciation exactly as it should be. You should follow a good standard dictionary. A good standard dictionary. In the dictionary, you will see that pronunciation is in phonetic alphabet. There is IPA, in short it is called IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. A few symbols are there, and those symbols are used to represent the pronunciation. So if you can pronounce correctly the words that you are using in your English, your English will be, of course, very much acceptable, or else no. I think that it is important for all of us to correct our pronunciation. And nowadays it is easier for us to correct our pronunciation because on Google we get the pronunciation and of course the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, as well as the pronunciation itself. So listen to the pronunciation and speak English. Now, pronunciation does not necessarily include accents. Okay? So accent is something different. Now you may follow, your pronunciation may be correct, but you are not following any accent at all. That is okay, fine. But if you want to just use any accent, you have to use correctly. If you want the Yankee Tanky accent, follow the American people and pronounce words exactly as they do. You may also follow the British pronunciation, that is the pronunciation that is used in England. If you have some special preference for Australian pronunciation, Australian accent, you may pick up that as well. There will be no problem at all. There will be no harm. There are some people who don't want any accent at all. They want to just speak internationally correct English, and so their pronunciation is also correct, but they do not follow any accent whatsoever. That is fine. Now, when it comes to vocabulary, I shall advise my friends to use a lot of words, a wide range of words when they speak English. If you speak English using one word a number of times, your English becomes very boring, very monotonous, tedious. Therefore, it is important for you to learn synonyms. If you know 3 or 4 synonyms for each and every word, when you are speaking English, you may use these synonyms when they are required. You don't have to, of course, rely upon one word only. And to improve your vocabulary, it is important for you to read newspapers, English newspapers, and English magazines. You may also collect words from English novels. There are many good novels. If you read those novels, you will get the conversational English type, and you can learn words from there, appropriate words. You may also learn the proper application of the words from that context. You may also listen to any audio, English audio, or you may watch English videos on YouTube. You will find a good number of videos, English videos, from which you can learn the accent as well as words. And the words should be written down somewhere in your exercise book, and there you should write down the meaning of the word, exact meaning of each word, and every day possible turn over the pages simply in order to refresh your memory, because words generally have the tendency to be forgotten. Today if you memorize 10 new words, tomorrow 10, day after tomorrow more 10. Now at the end of the week you see you have memorized almost 70 words. Now all these 70 words will have to be remembered by you, and for that reason cultivation of your memory is very important. So every night before you retire for the night, you just turn over the pages of your exercise book to gloss over those words, so that the words remain in your memory afresh all the time. If you do not do that, when you speak English, you may try to use the word, but right at that particular moment, you may not be able to remember the word. That's the problem. And if you fumble going to look for the word, your fluency nosedives. And if your fluency nosedives, your English will, of course, be very, very wishy-washy. So these are my tips about pronunciation and vocabulary. And before I wrap up the session, I would like to also tell you that try to use idioms, English idioms, when you are speaking English, or use phrasal verbs. So these phrasal verbs and idioms will enrich your English, will spice your English up, so that people who listen to you feel attracted, feel interested in listening to what you are saying. Or else your English will tend to be very monotonous. People will refuse to listen to you. It is important for you to use the appropriate words. So say you are speaking on a historical topic. So try to use those words which are associated with history, so that your content, your speech becomes a little more rich. All right? It is already now 8 minutes long. I don't want to elongate it further. So see you again in the next session. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel, and feel free to ask any question you like in the comment box. I shall try my best to address each and every question. Okay? Thank you very much. That's all for this session. Bye-bye.